sallow, and his hair dark, unimaginatively straight and short. It was amazing he had managed to persuade the petite, pretty and golden blonde Mildred to marry him. His most abiding characteristic was that he was a sensible and well-organized man, which explained his role in the household of the Duke. But now his presence was not required, and banning him from the house for a few hours essential. As soon as the man departed, the new Duchess shooed her newly acquired servants from the parlour and waved her relatives to be seated before taking the chair nearest to Lady Beth, the only person still weeping. Schoffer took his place behind his wife's chair. This was the next most important task of the day. Poor Lady Beth had been weeping her way into a dramatic and entirely unnecessary decline for the last month. It was obvious to all who knew her that the girl had read too many dreadful novels, and she needed to learn moderation and the truth. Most particularly, she needed to know the truth. "Dear Lady Beth," commanded Millicent, taking the younger girl's hand in both of hers and chafing the chill fingers. "This will not do. You must give over weeping. I cannot bear it." "But it is so sad," cried Beth, snuffling a little since constant weeping had left her nose red and swollen. "Poor Mr. North is not here to see you wed. I am certain he would be so happy, so proud." Mr. North, cousin to all the border females and friend to Beth, had died only weeks ago. Although his funeral was attended by all the ton, he continued to be sincerely grieved by Beth, beyond what was reasonable, beyond what her family could tolerate. The tears resumed. "Mr. North would not want you to be cast down," continued Millicent, giving Beth's hand a little shake. "He was a happy man." "I cannot help it. I miss him day and night. And now, with Timothy wed, Mildred and Simpson wed, I cannot help but think he might finally have offered for me. Our families are already connected. I know Timothy would not spurn his suit." "He did not propose to you," Millicent reminded her sternly. "You cannot go about saying he did. Indeed, he declined the offer of your hand several times. That is the truth of the matter." "I would have brought him about," declared Beth, clutching her soggy handkerchief to her bosom. "He loved me. I know it." Millicent cast a glance over her shoulder to her husband. "You see," she said, "we must tell her." "Of course," said Schoffer with a sigh. "It seems you are correct." "I am always correct," remarked his wife with a smile. "If you remember that, then we should do well together." Schoffer gave a shout of laughter, which surprised everyone in the room, then moved to sit beside his sister and take her other hand. "Dear Beth," he said, "we have something important to tell you about Mr. North." "Oh!" She raised tear-drenched eyes to his. "He—" At a loss for words, Schoffer cast an entreaty to his wife, who sighed. "He isn't dead," declared Millicent. Beth dropped both their hands and leapt to her feet. "Not dead? Oh, how could you do this to me? How could you leave me grieving, knowing he yet lived? Did you not know I would go to him in an instant, no matter what disfigurement blighted him?" "What disfigurement do you imagine?" demanded Schoffer. "He was shot in the stomach." Beth gave an inarticulate cry of pain, and the tears resumed. "Schoffer, be still. You are not helping. And as for you, Beth, sit down at once, and don't be more melodramatic than necessary," snapped Millicent, shocking the girl to silence. "Give your brother more credit. Do you not imagine that permitting the world to believe that Mr. North was dead wasn't undertaken for good and sensible reasons?" Beth sat, her face dry for the first time since she was informed that her dear friend, Mr. North, had died, and gave a faint nod.